This picture was painted in the early spring of 1870. The grass is just starting to turn green, but the trees on either side of the street are not yet in bloom. Pissarro painted an almost identical view a few months earlier, a snowy scene now in the collection of the Walters Art Gallery in Baltimore. Painting the same subject at different times of year allowed the artist to focus less on topographical details and to concentrate instead on recording the quality of light and the weather conditions. Pissarro painted small canvases like this one that he could complete outdoors in one sitting. In fact, he signed this picture while the paint on the surface of the canvas was still wet. Although the paint was applied quite quickly, the composition was carefully planned. The road leads our eye into the distance, and the figures suggest a sense of scale. Pissarro made changes to the composition while he was working on it, moving the figures from the immediate foreground to further down the road, thereby enhancing the feeling of depth in the picture. He used a limited selection of colors, with soft gray-greens reminiscent of paintings by Camille Pissarro, an artist that Pissarro and his contemporaries greatly admired, examples of whose work can also be found in the Clark's collection. Pissarro moved to Louveciennes, a village outside Paris, about 5 miles from Versailles, in 1868. He stayed there for 2 years until the Franco-Prussian War prompted him to leave France for London, where he met his friend Claude Monet, a painter who shared his interest in light and atmosphere. When he returned to the village at the end of the war, Pissarro found that only 40 or so of the 1,500 canvases he had left there had survived. Many of the others had been used as carpeting by the invading army. Monet and other artists associated with the Impressionist movement visited Pissarro in Louveciennes, and the town claimed to be the subject of over 120 Impressionist paintings. Pissarro once likened himself and his Impressionist colleagues to mountaineers roped together at the waist as they worked side by side, discovering nuances of light and shadow, color and tone.